All right, welcome back, guys. Kind of getting into another figure I haven't touched yet. I shy away from calling these reviews because they're like this figure came out. I don't know, guys, like 3-4 months ago, something like that. Maybe 6 months ago already. Like, was it spring or winter that Cyclone drops? And I just am not on it like it used to be. It used to be. I could not wait to get a figure like in front of the camera for a review like right away, just to get it out there. But nowadays I got my other hobbies, but I still like to come back to toys, and I still just kind of found time today to go open one that I've had probably the longest, a Masters figure that I've had the longest and just haven't touched at all. And it's an exciting one. He's another very aesthetically pleasing, very different, very original character design to a figure. That I think he just looks cool. Like, he just looks like a great figure. Like I always say that about Trapjaw too. Trapjaw is just a perfectly made figure, even though he doesn't really make sense with his skin and his face being green, his skin being blue, and him having the hooks. And this guy too. I know it's the other race, in the Eternia, world universe, but he's not the most normal looking figure, but does he look nice. So I was very excited to get him. I did not have him. My brother had him, so I did grow up in a house that had a Cyclone figure, so that's pretty cool. And they remedied one of my least favorite things about some of the Masters, and a lot of people are on the opposite end of this, but the fact that you can pose his waist, and it's not like the original figure where his waist can spin around, but you can't pose it. They made a locking feature and unlocking feature, so it's great that they kind of please both ends of people's opinions on that. But otherwise, yeah, cool looking package you have. We're going to use Horde for some of the pictures, but you have this cool picture of the Horde in the background with Cyclone taking them on. I think like I said, we'll stick with that and bring some Horde figures in. And then on the back of the package, we have a glimpse of the Fright Zone. We got Moss Man down there is doing a little guest appearance. But yeah, Cyclone taking on the monster from the dragon, whatever it is, from the Fright Zone playground, whatever play set. Hopefully we get it someday. God, if I got that too, I'd be so happy if they give that to us. I think they will. But let's open them up and take a closer look at the figure for the first time. Here. You open it, you get this kind of neat, let's see, turn the camera sideways, but they have like instructions on how to pose him and how to get that waist to work. So it's kind of nice they just threw that in on the package. I think you could figure it out on your own, but you do have to, never a bad idea to put instructions on the box for how to play with your figures. So, but yeah, let's pull them all the way out. All right, so here we got them out of the package. Those Cyclone features are pretty awesome. I saw somebody on Instagram or Facebook cut the plastic right here, and you can actually put it over his wrist where you can see his hand inside. With this way, you're actually just popping the hand off. And yeah, it just whoever was sharing it on Facebook. It's pretty neat. Like, I'm not buying two of these just to cut that apart, and I'm definitely not cutting the only one I have apart, even though I'm very tempted to. This'll do for me, but just the way that other person had it, it works out so much better. He comes with his classic shield, of course, which is great, and then I don't know, like, that circle behind him that snaps onto his back. Is this I know I always say this wrong, but this is how I say it 200 times. It's from the 200X series, 200 times series, as I like to call it. Is that the costume design from that? Like, I don't get what this thing is. And, like, what am I supposed to do with it? Is it just supposed to be on his back, like the way I have it clipped on? I looked at the front of the comic cover and just kind of figured that's how it's supposed to sit, but, like, what's the point of it? I don't know. Maybe I have to go back and watch some of the cartoons if I can find it on YouTube and see what the function of that red circle is. Again, nice, slick looking figure. Oh, and then as the instructions, show you, you can pop his hip up. Oop, there his arm came right out. Usually I like to work the joints of these figures before I really do much of it with them. But yeah, you can like just pop up, his hip, and then you can spin them like you used to have it when we were kids. This here used to, if I remember, this used to be a piece of foam, like a very soft piece of foam. That's a hard plastic now. But yeah, just like I said, it's a cool looking figure. I should be able to get some cool pictures with him. I don't know how much I'm going to use that red, circle in back on his back. I'll clip it on, I guess, for maybe a picture or two. Maybe it does add something to the pictures, but it just looks weird, and that's not how the original vintage figure was. So I'm glad they gave it to us, but because I'll take as much extras as you can get, but it really doesn't mean much to me. Otherwise, I wanted to do some pictures with it. Let's go to that. So my first picture, I just went to get the video camera going, and devastation, a bunch of them fell over. I kind of quickly set them back up just to get a good feel. You guys would have seen the picture. I think I'm going to use it for the thumbnail. But basically we have Cyclone surrounded by Horde troopers storming Castle Grayskull. And just kind of doing a fun picture, like I like to do with, a hero being overwhelmed by an army builder. I actually also had the sorceress set up back here, and she kept falling over, and it just kept getting more and more annoying, so I didn't put her back up. But now she's going to stay for me now that I'm actually shooting a video, I guess. So thank you, sorceress. But yeah, we haven't seen her in a while. I just figured we'd throw her in the background. Just to get a little bit more, more characters from the Masterverse in here. Yeah, picture turned out really good. Yeah, like I said, a sharp looking figure. Let's go on to the next shot. So I already changed my mind on the waist twist. Actually, when you pop it out, you can use the twirly thing to spin him around on his back. But when it's pushed down, the twirly thing isn't active. His waist twist doesn't like stay locked into place, or there's not enough friction to keep him posed or whatever. It's still very loose, so that kind of sucks. Stinks. So I'm not very happy about that, but whatever. This picture is kind of frustrating just because trying to get him to balance with those two attachments on his hands. He's very front loaded, so that's already an issue. I did get a picture in with him that turned out pretty good, but then of course he fell over like right away, just like the last picture. But we do have a cool picture of Cyclone fighting Hordak in front of Castle Grayskull, and Cyclone saving the day, because who knows where He-Man is at this point in time. But just a kind of a fun picture to put together with Cyclone. So we'll do one more picture and we'll wrap it up. All right, guys, hit that like and subscribe button. I always forget to mention that at the beginning of the video, but hit the like and subscribe. Check out the description of the video for my Instagram and Facebook pages. But we got our final shot. This is the aftermath of Cyclone keeping the Castle Grayskull safe, because who knows what He-Man is doing. And then just kind of throwing a few lizards, dragons in the foreground, just to kind of give it a little bit more life. Even through Frogmonger hiding back there, that you guys can barely see on the right-hand side. It seems like he's a little bit more obvious because there's not a lot of green on the sides of these pictures, but he's still there. I like to mix him in every once in a while, just kind of throw him in the background. But yeah, picture turned out good. Video turned out good. What a great character. Glad to finally put him on the shelf and not in the box anymore. Yeah, and that'll do it, guys. Hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Bye now.